In this video, we will take a look at importing a custom class that we created into another one of our Python scripts. So let's head over to PyScripter and check it out. Okay, we are back in PyScripter and picking up from where we left off in the previous video. I'm going to remove all the code that sits outside our point class. I'm also going to remove the class method update cohort x, because we know from the previous video that that does not update an instance attribute. I'm then going to save by clicking the save icon up here. And it is good practice to name the script the same name as the class. So we'll call it point. We'll save. Now I'm going to open up a new Python script, remove the default code, and we're going to save this. And we're going to save it as importing a class. Click save. Now we can see that our point.py file and our importing a class.py file sit in the same folder. I'll click cancel. I'm going to say import point. We have now imported our point Python script. If I say my underscore point equals point, now we are only accessing the Python file with that first point. If I click dot, we can see I can access the point class. Now when I put the parentheses, we can see what we're asked for our x and our y. I'll put 10 and 20. And if I say print my point dot cohort x, I can also print my point dot cohort y. And of course I should be able to access the class attribute as well. So my point dot geom type. I'll clear the Python interpreter and run. And we can see we got our 10, our 20 and our point. And if we go back over to our point script, we can see the geom type is a class attribute of point, and that we used the constructor method to create our point. We can also access the methods. We can call my point dot set cohort x, and we'll update that to 100 from 10. And if I reprint my point dot cohort x, we'll run the script, we can see it was indeed updated to 100. So that's how you can import a class from another Python script. Now this point.point looks a bit odd. I'll comment out this first line of code up here. We can also say from our point script import our point class. Now we can remove this first point here and just use our point class that we've imported. I'll clear the interpreter window and run. And we can see that we get the same result. And just go one further. From our point Python file, we are importing our point class. We can use an alias, we'll call as pt. And now we can shorten this point here to pt, and it'll honor the alias. So when we run, we get the same output. In this video, we saved our point class as a Python file with the same name, point. We then created a separate Python script, a separate Python file in the same folder where we saved our point class. This enabled us to easily import our point Python file into our Python script and use the functionality from our point class. and we saw a few different ways that you could import the point class into your Python script.